So graphing inequalities, let me just refresh your memory on a few examples. Let's look at solving 5x plus 2 is greater than 7x minus 4. We'll make that our first problem. You're going to solve this just like an equality. Pretend there's an equal sign in here. You're going to put the x's on one side and everything that's not an x on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and move the 5x to this side, and I'll get 2 is greater than 7x minus 5x is 2x minus 4. Then I'm going to move the 4 over here by adding 4 to both sides. And I'm going to get 6 is greater than 2x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And I'm going to get 3 greater than x. And I can rewrite this, okay, as x is less than 3. Okay, notice how the inequality sign is open against the 3. Here we see the inequality sign is open against the 3. So I haven't changed anything. These are equivalent. But I always like to write inequalities in terms of the variable because it reads easier. X is less than 3. Now that I know x is less than 3, I can graph it. What I'd like you to do is we'll have a number line. We'll have our reference point 0. Here's our 3. Now remember what I said. If it's just less than or greater than, without the equal, we put a circle at the number. So this is less than, we'll put the circle, and it's less than 3. So we'll shade the number line where x is less than 3. And that'll be your answer. Okay, now here's another one where it's kind of like a compound inequality. This is an and. Okay, so we'll call that number 1, we'll call this one number 2. All right, now in this case, we're trying to get the variable isolated here in the middle. So we move things out both the left and right side. Whatever we do it 3 times. What I mean by that is we're going to add 10 to both sides. We're trying to get the x alone. So we add 10, okay, 3 times. And we're left with 6 is less than 6x. It's less than or equal to 24. 14 and 10. Negative 4 and 10. Now to get the x by itself in the middle, we divide everything by 6. Okay, everything by 6. And what you're left with is 6 over 6 is 1, is less than x, which is less than or equal to 4. And now we graph that. Put our 0 point, here's our 1, here's our 4. And we look at this. This is x is greater than 1. And x is less than or equal to 4. So at the 1 we put an open circle, at the 4 we put a closed circle. And since we're greater than 1 and less than or equal to 4, the area that gets shaded is right there. And that's your answer. The final thing that I want to remind you of is when we multiply or divide by a negative number. So if the problem you had to do, I'll just do a simple one, was negative 6x is less than 18. Okay, to get the x on its own, we're dividing both sides by negative 6. As soon as you see a division, multiplication by a negative, okay, that becomes x, but this sign reverses. Okay, so in this problem, we'll end up with x is greater than negative 3. Here's 0, here's negative 3. We're talking greater than, so it's an open circle, and greater than means it's this direction. So that would be your answer. I hope that helps. Good luck.